Well, thanks for joining me again for another week of Java with Jeff. I hope you have your beverage, your coffee with you. I do. And I hope you have the Bible with you as well so we can study from it a little bit. Hey, there's a place in Jerusalem that I love to go to whenever I lead tours every year to Israel. It's called the Southern Steps. It's a place where we know Jesus, the disciples, the pilgrims would have been, as well as Peter after Pentecost. The baptisms and the launch of the church would have been right here at the Southern Steps. Well, I want to zero in on one little thing that happened, not a little thing at all actually, at the Southern Steps. Each year around the festivals, the Jewish pilgrims would have read the Psalms of Ascent on each of the stairs going up to the temple to worship God. And the Psalms of Ascent are those psalms that are Psalm 120 to 134, and they would have read them. And so I want to read Psalm 122 and give you just two things to think about today as you go throughout the rest of your day, as well as some application points. So Psalm 122 says this: I rejoice with those who said to me, let us go up to the house of the Lord. Imagine them standing on these tiers of these steps, going up to the house of the Lord, to the Holy of Holies where God dwelled. Imagine them moving up the stairs as they head towards the temple. Our feet are standing in your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built like a city that is closely compacted together. That is where the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, to praise the name of the Lord according to the statute given to Israel. There the thrones for judgment stand, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. May there be peace within the walls and security within the citadels. For the sake of my brothers and friends, I will say, peace be within you. For the sake of the house of the Lord your God, I will seek your prosperity. So there never could be a time that's more applicable than this psalm at this time. So a couple of application points, a couple of things I wanted to tell you, remind you of for this week. I want to share first that because of the Jewish people, they approached God in such a way that was in wonder of him. They knew that God was awesome. And so they made a very proactive move to go up these stairs to the temple as they approached God to offer sacrifices to him. And they slowed down their lives to think and reflect on worshiping God with everything they had. And they used these Psalms of Ascent to do so as they approached God towards the Holy of Holies to offer sacrifices to him. Secondly, I wanted to highlight that this particular psalm is used a lot by the Jewish people even today, and for Christians around the world, in light of current events, in light of what's happening, what's going on with Hamas bombing Israel and everything taking place. The prayer is Psalm 122, that we would pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And that was true back then when the pilgrims approached God, but it's also true today that we would pray for the peace of Jerusalem and Israel in these trying times, in this trying week. So do two things this week. Approach God in worship with awe, and pray to God today just like they prayed to him for the peace of Jerusalem and the peace in your own lives. Shalom, a wholeness towards your soul, that there be a peace that's deeper than just a peace be with you, but a peace that's deep in your soul that you can connect to. So worship God with everything you have and pray to him deeply even this week. I'll see you again next week for Java with Jeff.